millions of people around the world enjoy Fanta, a fruit-flavored fizzy drink. Today, Fanta is a global brand sold in nearly 200 countries. However, very few people know how this beverage came to be and its controversial past. This story takes us back to 1930s Germany. At that time, Coca-Cola was produced and sold in Germany under license. The head of the company's operations in Germany was Max Keith, a German-born executive. Keith had previously worked at Coca-Cola's headquarters in the United States, and was someone who knew the company and its product very well. When the Nazis came to power in 1933, Coca-Cola rapidly gained popularity in Germany. The drink was frequently served at high-level Nazi events, and even began to be referred to as the official beverage of Nazi Germany. At the 1936 Berlin Olympics, Coca-Cola was one of the major sponsors. Sales grew from hundreds of thousands of cases to millions within a few years. However, everything changed with the start of the war in 1939. Following Germany's invasion of Poland, the supply of Coca-Cola syrup and key ingredients from the United States became increasingly difficult. Under wartime conditions, production became nearly impossible. Despite this, Max Keith did not want to shut down the factory. He had to find a solution to keep the company afloat. Keith began negotiations with German authorities. The goal was to ensure the continuation of Coca-Cola plant operations. Eventually, the idea emerged to develop an entirely new beverage using available ingredients. After meetings held in Berlin in 1940, Keith and his team worked on an alternative recipe. A new fruit-flavored drink was created from apple pulp, whey, beet sugar, and fruit scraps. This drink was named Fanta, derived from the German word fantasy, meaning from the imagination. Fanta was launched in 1941 and quickly garnered significant interest because there were almost no other non-alcoholic beverages available in Germany during the war years. Millions of cases were sold in its first year. It is said that Adolf Hitler himself approved and supported this product. Over time, Fanta became popular not only among the general public, but also within the German military. When beer was unavailable on the front lines, soldiers consumed Fanta. This drink was an important morale booster for Luftwaffe pilots, sailors, and ground troops. Some commanders even rewarded their soldiers with Fanta after successful missions. Fanta became one of the few products exempt from rationing during the war. It was also frequently consumed within Hitler's inner circle and among high-ranking Nazi officials. However, this success had a dark side. Like many German factories during the war years, forced laborers were used in Fanta production. This led to serious controversies after the war. Although Max Keith argued that the workers were not mistreated, this period remains the most controversial chapter in Fanta's history. When the war ended in 1945, Germany was defeated. When American troops entered Berlin, they found Max Keith still producing Fanta in a nearly completely destroyed Coca-Cola factory. But this would be the end of the original Fanta. In the post-war period, Coca-Cola reassumed control of its facilities in Germany and the Fanta brand. Production of Fanta in Germany was halted in 1949. Fanta's story did not end there. In the 1950s, a new Fanta recipe was developed, this time in Italy. This orange-based drink formed the foundation of the orange Fanta we know today. Italian Fanta spread rapidly in post-war Europe and subsequently reached a global audience. Today, Fanta is sold in dozens of countries with hundreds of different flavors. Yet, the origins of this popular beverage lie in war, necessity, and the struggle for survival. Fanta's story reminds us that sometimes even the most familiar products can have an unexpected and dark past. If you find this kind of content interesting, please subscribe to my channel and stay updated.